answer the phone. If I die, it's because you're gone. And all that's left is this stupid song. Sorry you had to raise your voice. I understand it's not my choice. I'll be your girl, I'll be your wife. I'll wait on you for the rest of my life. Please don't be sad, please don't get mad. I'll wait on you for your mom and dad. I'll be your wife, wash all of your clothes. I'll look away when you're saying us. If it sounds girly, if it sounds dumb, tell me what to do. I'll change for my love. You don't have to hug me. You don't have to kiss me. Make me your wife. I'll clean what's dirty. Alice says she doesn't like where she's at, but it's worth it to try something new. You can't be afraid to get your head wet. I've started looking for new things to do. Alice says that after just a few drinks, things seem to go back to the way that they were. She says I've been waiting a long time to do this, and then she drops her money in the water. Talk rude Alice. Talk rude Alice. Alice says she'd like to come visit more. I don't think anyone would protest. She says we bring her a side of her that she thought was gone. It's a side of her that I think she's missed. Hey Alice, lighten up, I said. Don't be so rude. Ain't she thought that anyone could say that? You must not know me very well. And she smiles, and when she smiles, everyone always smiles back. Talk rude Alice. Talk rude Alice. She says I've been waiting a long time to do this, and then she drops her money in the water. Drunk Rude Alice. Drunk Rude Alice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Do you ever find yourself questioning official sources? Do you struggle with improper thinking? Introducing the Hargrove 2000 Perception Corrector, your ticket to a brighter, more agreeable mind. One painless session is all it takes. The Hargrove 2000 gently aligns your thoughts with the needs of progress. You'll feel lighter, happier, and fully synchronized with the modern world. Don't fight the future. Embrace it. The Hargrove 2000. Think smarter. Think right.
So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Well, it's nighttime, don't you know? There's a place you need to go. Grab your gal and grab your bow, 'cause it's time for the secret show. If you're feeling sad and low, and you're running out of dough, make it quick, don't take it slow, and head for the secret show. It's time for the secret show.
Guess I probably shouldn't do that. Not after this week. What's going on, y'all? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Good. Remember that commercial? Can you hear me now? And then the guy went over to the competition later. It was weird. Saturday night. The Bay City Rollers said it best, but I'm saying it again. No, Kate, that's fine. You're right on time. It's tricky. Just like that Run DMC song. It's trick to rock around, that's right, on time. It's tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. It's a good song. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the fuck it is, wherever you're at in the world. I'm Uncle Warren here. It's The Secret Show. We got a lot of funsies for you tonight. Take your mind off things. Although we do have to not take our mind off it for just a second. As Willie here. Hey, I don't know why it's doing that. That is not good. I don't know why it's doing this. Remember, it was Charlie Kirk who said empathy is a made-up New Age term. By not showing him any empathy, we are respecting his wishes. That's a quote from Angie Moon, writer, author, blogger, and socialist. That is weird. why it went like that. Is that working? Yeah, that one's working. What's up, Laney? Good to see you. Thank you, Willie, for the 10 spot and your support and your love as always. And he gave me a shout out on his show the other night with Red State Update. That was a great show, by the way, Willie. Really enjoyed that. Those guys are great. Really enjoyed the conversation you guys had. It's great when Southerners get together and they talk straight, you know what I mean? Talk some common sense. It was a really good show, so appreciate you for that. Kamashwari Kate's here. Good to see you, dear. We got Rick Solace in the house. All glitches are provided by the underworld. Thank you. Yes, any glitches tonight, we can blame Rick's boss down in the netherworld, or the netherworld, however you would like to call it. Miss Laney P in the house. What's up, Laney? Everybody's staying up late tonight. This night we got the regulars here. We got Peace Doves here. Good to see you, buddy. We said Charlie Hess. He said, "Let's fucking go." He said with his Baltimore accent. I did not know you were in Baltimore, brother. That's cool. Good to see you, my man. We got Steve G in the house. Chuck's, good to see you, bud. We got Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show Intergalactic. Another dimension. Mystery, what's up, lady? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Game Dot Films in the house. Good to see you, bud. He was streaming earlier, doing a little gaming stream there. Sorry, I missed that. Svengoolie was a long one tonight. They had The Bad Seed. Pretty disturbing movie from 1956. Good movie, but a bit disturbing. So, is that it for now? We got Ghost Start and Kiwi Corner over there on the Rumbly Tumblies. Let's see if anybody's kicking it over on. Nobody's ever kicking it over on Facebook. if anything, they're kicking off. You know what I mean? That's because there's a lot of old people on Facebook. A lot of old people. They found their spot. So hopefully you find your spot as well. With the chicken, obey our masters here. You know, chickens used to be dinosaurs, right? Back in the day. So this one will come and find you if you don't like, share, and subscribe. So that's not my words. Those are his or hers. I guess since he's laying eggs, that's a girl chicken, a hen. Mystery, you know, kind words for a kind lady. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll. What's up, Desert Mantis? Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Ghost Start, you don't know what's happening? Is that like a general exclamation? Or is there something in particular you don't understand? Because I'm right there with you. There's a lot of shit I don't understand myself. So, yeah, a lot of, I know, so, I think Peace Dove said it in the chat that this has been one hell of a week, for sure. Grey Walker joined third party. What's up, Grey Walker? Good to see you. Let's see. Do trans chickens lay? I don't know. I don't check under the hood. I don't question where the eggs come from as long as they keep feeding me eggs. I don't care what equipment it's coming out of. I just want me some eggs. I want some scrambled eggs. I want some fried eggs. Some good stuff. How is everybody doing tonight? Is everybody kind of recovered from the week? I know, wow, that Charlie Kirk business. I was watching Political Matrix with Marcus. His shows, if you're wondering where his show is, the Political Matrix, I think now he's going to be doing it around like 2:00, something like that, 2:00 Eastern on Saturdays. He seems to have found a sweet spot there, and he was talking about some of that stuff today. And I was all week, we were like, what's the motive? Who's doing what? I mean, like, is it Israel that shot him? Probably, because he was starting to talk a little sense in the end. And I'll say this about his death, right? I ain't going to praise the man. I ain't going to bury the man. The guy, he was what he was in life. And to say maybe karma may have had something to do with it, maybe, but I'm not one of these people that's going to like police anybody's feelings on one way or another. I know there's some people in this space just going nuts, going, yeah, fuck that guy, I'm glad he's getting dead, fuck him. And, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, right? And then there's some people that are just like, well, he wasn't all that bad, and he was a father, and, it's like, okay, whatever. To me, that's like religion, because in a way it kind of is, the way people have been treating this. You believe whatever the hell you want to believe. You feel however the hell you want to feel. It ain't my place to judge for damn sure. Me personally, I'm always saying fuckery is afoot. Right? Fuckery is always afoot. Who knows what the motives were for killing him? It could have been some nut job, right? Turns out the kid came from a conservative family, gun owners. The guy, I think his dad was a ex-sheriff or something. He was the one to turn the kid in. Who even knows if that's even the shooter? It's one of these things. It's just going to rack our brain and try and keep us distracted from other things. I'm not saying it's not an important thing that somebody getting whacked like that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, don't let it run your life. Anonymous across the pond. Hello, Moose. Good to see you, buddy. Kirk was bought and paid for by Christian Zionists. Yeah. He was. I mean, yeah, he was totally, sucking Zionist cock if he wasn't a Zionist himself, right? Government is a psyop. Yeah. So, but we don't have to worry about that tonight. Yeah, maybe Willie said it best. I mean... To say that, that there wasn't a genocide going on over there, to deny that for so long and to carry water for Israel like this, pretty fucking disgusting, especially after all the things we know that's going on over there. We're seeing it, we're reading about it, it's happening. They can't deny it. They can deny it all they want, but, the proof is there. I just will point out the hypocrisy of wanting empathy for a man that had no empathy for Palestinians. Right. Personally, I don't really have empathy. I'm just kind of like, I'm not saying he deserved it, but at the same time, I'm not surprised that happened. He did infuriate a lot of people that did not agree with his views, particularly on Israel as well. Yeah, Kirk was beginning to turn on Israel. I think that towards the end, I think he was starting, didn't he say it was, I think he even admitted it was a genocide going on there. But I'm just stating facts. I'm not defending the guy. Like I said, I'm not going to bury the guy. I'm not going to defend him. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, empathy is weakness. And there's all kinds of crazy shit that was going on with this week too. And then I was watching Black Bear News, and Kevin pointed it out that Trump was doing some sort of thing, some sort of like announcement or something, and then he had the weird AI finger thing going on. It was, I don't know, man. And then they're shooting at aliens with missiles, and the things break apart, but then they stay together. God knows what 3i Atlas is. There's people arguing whether if it's an alien spaceship or just a regular ass comet. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, I know. And they were having like vigils and stuff. Like, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he was as loved on the right as anybody. Hell, you could say that he was probably one of the key factors, if not the key factor, that got Trump reelected. Right? He was getting out the Republican youth vote. And, you know, but it was wild too. James Lee put out a new video talking about that too, and about this guy that was there, George Zinn, I believe. Apparently he was a witness to 9/11, and apparently he called in some sort of bomb threat right after the Boston Marathon bombing in Utah. Was it in Utah? And now he was at this thing. It's like the fucking Mothman, right? The Mothman is one of these things. It's like he's supposed to be like this harbinger of death, right? He doesn't kill anybody, but he always shows up and he's like, hey, I'm hanging out. Some bad shit's going to happen. And then bad shit happens, like bridges collapses or whatever. They said they saw him at Chernobyl too. Mothman, not George Zinn. I don't think George Zinn was at Chernobyl. Bingo mystery. Worship no podcaster. I think it's in the Bible. It should be. Yeah, they want people to love them as much as they did, and it's like, well, no, you're probably going to be split down the middle there. There's probably, you're going to have your people like, well, it's sad that he died because he was a father and he's got 2 little kids. There's those people. Then you have those who are just like, fuck them, who cares? You know, who are really indifferent. And then you have those people who are just like, you know, hooting and hollering and just glad that, you know, they like the devil just died. And then on the other side, you have people who are just, you know, having shrines and, you know, singing songs and crying and shit like that. Kirk was a propagandist. He carried water for Israel. If you carry water for Israel, they're pretty much lies. Nothing but lies are coming out of your mouth. We all know that at this point. So, yeah. But anyway, let's take our minds off that for a little bit this evening. We've got some fun videos for you. Last week I was really digging the Star Trek in Miami in the 1980s. I dug that tune, man. I put that tune on my phone, man. I go out for walks, you know, and I listen to tunes to kind of get me going. I was like, red alert, baby, red alert, baby. It's pretty cool. So we got another one tonight from the same channel, Rasta Man. It's really good. I think you'll enjoy that. So tonight, of course, we got to check in on our chicken friends. Hello, chickens. This is RoboCoop live at the small red barn somewhere along the West Coast, giving you fun facts about these chickens. They got the 1980s 8-bit graphics of Cartoon Z's over their heads. That's kind of cute. And apparently they're solar powered. It tells you all their battery stuff and everything here. So R.I.P. Chicken City. Chicken City said, fuck you. We're not doing this late night shit anymore. All you get is black. So we said, okay, RoboCoops, they're around. We can hang out with them. That's fine. Spirit of the Age over on the Rumbly Tumblies. What's up, brother? Good to see you. You want more chicken games, Moose? Is that right? Ooh, Sonic Oreo Blast. Isn't that melting down where you're at? I guess you're at home. Only Uncle Warren. Oh, yeah, we'll try. Oh, nice. Double dipping from Willie. I hope this shows up. Brian Thompson gets even less empathy from me. Charlie Kirk was horrible only from words, but Brian Thompson actually harmed people with denials. $5. Thanks, man. Yeah. The denials, they can deny all they want, but people are just going to give them the stink eye and go, look, we know you're fucking lying. Okay. So you might as well just tell the truth. Tell the truth. You shower it with sunshine, right? Expose it. Expose the truth. If that's what what's the apocalypse means, that's what apocalypse means. It means lifting the veil, I believe. It means getting rid of the shrouds of secrecy, you know. And maybe we're in an apocalypse right now. We're starting to see, we're starting to see more and more people showing themselves. a hell of a lot more than what they used to. It seems like they're not even scared of it either. Yeah, I do too. I want nothing to, you know what? I'm just tired of pundits, you know. I mean, you got shows like Willie, right, who has entertaining guests on, and he's talking about socialist issues and good stuff like that. I got no problem with stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. But then when you're just going to sit there and rant and rave, give me your fucking opinion on shit, and chances are you have no idea what you're fucking talking about. I don't want any part of that. That's just time wasting. You know what I mean? So, Laney, this ain't a strip club, y'all, but thank you. Nobody gets to tell me how to feel about someone else. This includes the person in question. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you can't police people's feelings like that. Oh, you shouldn't act like that. You shouldn't be. It's like, that's not you. Stay, what do they say? Stay in your lane. Is that the thing? But yeah, I'm starting to listen to more like informational stuff now. I'm done with the punditry. I'm done with people like these, you know, it's so-and-so versus so-and-so. They got into a heated debate. Who cares? Is that going to make the prices of shit go down? No. Is this going to stop all this bullshit that Trump's doing, or any of what the Democrats are allowing? No. It's just these people are just trying to feed themselves. They're trying to get the clicks. They're trying to get the views. They don't give a shit about anybody but their own channels. I'm sorry to say that. I know that probably some of you people watch some of these folks in this space, and I'm just like, watch who your heroes are. In fact, don't have heroes. Be your own hero. All right? Be your own fucking hero. And you'll probably get a lot more done than if you wait for somebody else to be a savior. So, all right. None of that, enough of that bullshit. It's time for funsies, maybe, if I can get this thing working. Please, with sugar on top. We'll see. All right, so we got kind of last week was kind of a Star Trek theme, I was kind of feeling Star Trek-y. I think we got one Star Trek thing in here, I'm not quite sure, but this is just kind of a mixed bag, getting back to basics. And you know me, I love some science. You know, he's talking about the Three-Eye Atlas that's coming through, and space is exciting again. So the first item up for bids here. I always forget this. So our pre-show commercial was Hargrove 2000 from Dream Loop Cinema. Yes, that was AI. That was pretty good AI for like that black and white shit. That was kind of nice. This one's from Simulaverse. This is their little, they kind of use the universal sandbox and do what if scenarios. And tonight, is this right? There we go. Tonight, if we replace the moon with Europa, let's see if it becomes habitable. Europa, I believe, orbits Saturn, I think. And it's ice, right? It's just solid ball of ice, but they think there's this giant ocean underneath it that has like more water than all the oceans on the planet, on Earth combined. So exciting stuff. There may be life there, but this is the Europa and I guess our moon are around the same size, so they want to see what happens. So let's check it out.
Replace the moon with Europa and see if it becomes habitable. All right, let's swap our moon with Jupiter's ice moon Europa. Europa is 10% smaller than our moon, but has an icy surface that's 5 times more reflective. This would make our nights 4.5 times brighter than a full moon, bright enough to read outside at midnight. Moving Europa from Jupiter to Earth's orbit means it gets 27 times more solar energy. If Europa becomes tidally locked to Earth like our moon, it would have the same 27-day rotation. The sunlit side could theoretically reach 25 degrees Celsius at the subsolar point. But here's the problem. Without atmosphere, ice doesn't melt. It sublimes directly into vapor. This sublimation actually keeps the surface cold. The energy goes into turning ice to vapor instead of heating the surface. That vapor would gradually escape to space over thousands of years. Meanwhile, on Earth, Europa's smaller mass combined with the sun's tidal force means our total tides drop to 77% of normal. coastal ecosystems would shrink. Tidal pools that many species depend on would become rarer. Inside Europa, without Jupiter's tidal forces heating its interior, the subsurface ocean would freeze solid over millions of years. Neither world improves. Europa can't maintain surface water, and Earth loses vital tidal ecosystems.
Yeah, and then Europa cracks open, and it turns out there's a big giant space turd in there going, shh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. It's not real. Space isn't real. It's okay. You're fine. Yeah, so that was Simulaverse with some fun stuff there. In space, I think we're being invaded. I think we're being watched by critters out in space. Europa around Uranus. That sounds like some who was it? Keith Carradine? Was that the guy that he died of asphyxiation when he was jerking off, and he was like hanging himself or some shit? I can't remember. Giant space turtle. I got a giant space turtle in my pants. Wait, what? I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was.
Who the fuck said that?
I don't know. Next item up for bids here. Well, let's go back to. I want to remind you guys, we got a poll going on. Sorry, Rumble and Facebook. But I'm trying to figure out how to do a poll for all three platforms, but I hadn't figured it out yet. So, but I'm working on it. So tonight's poll has to do with our Sollid JJ cartoon that's coming up towards the end of the show later. So I'll give you plenty of time to vote. Whose powers are overpowered? OP. Hang on a second. Let me do this. The hell are you doing? There we go. So whose powers are no, bitch, get back up there. In tonight, who's overpowered in tonight's upcoming Sollid JG cartoon? Green Lantern, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, or Plastic Man? Right now, Green Lantern with 12 votes, 12 total votes. Green Lantern getting 42%. Ghost Rider at 25. Wolverine and Plastic Man tied at 17. Very good. Thanks for taking the poll. Thanks for, being a part of the fun club with our little polls. What is it? What's this say, Willie? Joan Jett in the 1980s turned myself into a sweaty pretzel when I saw her on MTV in the early 1980s. Ooh, Joan Jett. I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. You can't. It costs more than a dime to play. I think it costs like $1 to play a song on the jukebox. Yeah, he is immortal. Him and Deadpool. Although, if you cut Plastic Man up in pieces, can you kill him that way? Whoa. Easy. Easy. I don't know what that means. Green Lantern's always OP. He is. That ring can do anything. I thought that was a bullshit power. Just like, bring, I can make, Santa Claus whoop your ass. It's green Santa Claus. If it was green Santa Claus, that wouldn't be Santa Claus. He'd be your drug dealer. Although now you can go to a dispensary and that's just, I don't know. I miss the old days of sneaking around, going to parking lots and swapping cash for weed. Those were good times. Oh, they did cut him up and he came back together? Melt him down and make a shower curtain. He is plastic. Is he like, if he was what if you turn him into microplastic? Then he could get in everybody's food. Aw, you disavowed superheroes when they didn't save you when you needed them? Aw, I would have saved you. If I had a car. If you take his battery away, oh yeah, his lantern. That's right. So, yeah, if you take Green Lantern's actual lantern away, because he takes that ring and he puts it in the lantern and he charges it up, right? Like it's his phone charger, right? He only gets 100%. Once it gets down to 0, then he's fucked. Back to the countdown. We got more videos, more crazy, silly stuff. We've had this guy's videos on Soviet stories with Yuri, where he told us about the Kremlin. I never knew that. I thought the Kremlin was the name of the Capitol building. And it's apparently a bunch of cities in Russia have Kremlins, which are walled off fortress type things. So that's pretty cool. In another one, he's got another one tonight. This one, he's talking about what is this? St. Basil's Cathedral. Maybe something you didn't know. So this is Soviet Stories with Yuri. Let's watch.
You've probably seen this building many times on the internet and thought, nice place, without giving it a second thought. Some people even go as far as calling it the Russian Disneyland. Well, no, it's not Russian Disneyland. It's St. Basil's Cathedral. After defeating the Kazan Khanate, the first Tsar of Russia, Ivan IV, better known as Ivan the Terrible, ordered it to be built in 1561 as a symbol of his victory and his new title as the first Tsar of all Russians. From the outside, the cathedral looks like a single building, but in reality it consists of 8 chapels, each dedicated to a saint, 8 towers symbolizing the battles won against the Kazan Khanate, which also serve as entrances to the chapels, and one larger central church in the middle. Over time, additional chapels and towers were added, but the core structure has remained the same. Standing just outside the Moscow Kremlin and having survived wars, politics and revolutions, St. Basil's Cathedral remains one of the greatest national symbols of Russia, if not the greatest.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know any of that shit. St. Basil's. The creme de la Kremlins. The creme de la Kremlin. Yeah, he said Moscow's Kremlin. He didn't say the Kremlin. He said Moscow's. That's what locals say. Fire indeed. Game.film. Good to see ya. I kind of like to go to Russia. I think I have cousins over there. I'm like 1/8 Russian, and the other 7/8 I'm just hanging out, taking my time. You know what I'm saying? Because Russian. I don't like RU because they forbid GMOs for humans and pets, and I'm envious. Yeah, that's the thing about Russia, though. It's like, is it better than the United States at this point? I would say so, but they still have a long way to go. The LGBTQ stuff, they're not cool with that, and we want our gay friends to be able to go someplace, where they're not going to be hounded by people too. So everybody's got their downsides each, so you're like, there's no utopian country in this planet at all, but there are, that being said, there are a lot of countries that are a hell of a lot better than the United States, particularly in this time. Mexico's better, right? Yeah. Mexico City, I'm scared of Mexico City only because of the earthquakes. They have some massive earthquakes down there. When they do, when Mexico has earthquakes, they have fucking earthquakes. They are not fucking around with those things. Mas grande. You know what I'm saying? Huge. Anybody else sneak in here? CBC voter, did I say hi to you? I meant to. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Yeah, persecution is no good, right? So you're going to have trade-offs, right? You got now you're seeing the persecutions here, but not to the extent that Russia has it, So, it's just like anything else. Be skeptical. You don't have to be paranoid, but definitely be skeptical of things, especially anything human-generated, because, fuckery is always afoot. Chickens are everywhere. In more ways than one. Exactly. Our next item up for bids here is Cody Tucker. You know, he's had a few story type videos, but now we're getting back to word origins, I believe. Those are not massive earthquakes in Mexico City. Those are all the heavy metal bands at the multitudes of nightclubs and metal bars. Hey, Ellen, good to see you. I was in the Facebook chat room, but you didn't notice me, so I came over here. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I always leave the door open on Facebook, but nobody comes in. Every once in a while they do. I don't think the chat works over here. I don't see any comments. Well, thank you, Ellen. I appreciate you making the trip over. I know it's probably a long trip. How do you say, like, people are walking from one platform to the another? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Right, Rick, exactly. Nothing's above criticism or scrutiny, you know. You don't have to be a dick about it, but at the same time, you know, as they said on Beretta, keep your eye on the sparrow. Yeah, there are, you know, yeah, it's from, Mexico's got From Dusk Till Dawn. It's got that vampire barn over there, too. Ellen, what are you doing up so late? You party girl. I swear, Ellen, you're always just out there kicking it. There are plenty of gay people in the arts in Russia. They're not allowed to encourage or flaunt their affairs in front of children. I've seen them partying on a channel I've watched for years. Oh, okay. So they're just they tolerate it as long as you're not like, so no gay pride parades or anything like that. They're not down with that. Is that what it is? Can't sleep? Well, I'm glad we got some entertainment for you. We've been hitting people with mad knowledge tonight so far. Some space stuff and, you know, information about Russia, and now we got Cody here, and he's going to give us some word origins. We know you love the word origins. Those are so much fun.
In 1302, Persian writer Amir Khusrau wrote a fairy tale about three princes from Sri Lanka who constantly discover strange coincidences during their quests. The classical Persian name for Sri Lanka is Serendip, which is why happy or beneficial coincidences are called serendipity. In Freemasonry, when a person is trying to reach the level of Master Mason, they have to go through 3 levels, also known as degrees. To pass the 3rd level and gain the degree of Master Mason, you first have to pass a series of intense interrogations. This is why a harsh interrogation is often referred to as giving someone the 3rd degree.
Pretty cool. Serendipity and the 3rd degree. I love those videos. I love finding out stuff like that. Like, I did not know that, and now I do. It's a beautiful thing, right? Knowledge is power. Where's here we go. That's the shit. That's what I'm talking about. The more you motherfucking know. I got a potty mouth. I don't care. It's late. I'm old. I don't care anymore. It's always the Masons. Oh, so like they don't want you to gay it up in front of the kids, basically. Is that what it is? Please, comrade, do not gay it up in front of children. You know, that's the thing. I think they have that in other countries too. But that's the thing. If you're willing to tolerate that, Russia, here's not a bad place. Except for in the winter time. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about winter. A Russian winter. I know, right? Where is Choosy? I think I pissed Choosy off. I didn't mean to. He writes his novels in the chat, and that's fine. I didn't have a problem with that, but I was going to point it out. I was like, look, dude, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. What the fuck you writing? And then he'd throw in the Knights of Malta every once in a while, and then the Carnation Revolution, and then, you know, it's whatever weird shit comes out of Choosy's mouth. We love Choosy. If you're listening, Choosy, come back to the chat. It's fine. You can write your novels. I mean, really don't want you to, but if if you have to, you can do that. That's fine. Rick, this is kind of for you. A little Texas something here. This guy 5 Points video. He usually does like Giants, New York Giants football videos, but he likes to get on Google Earth or like on the maps and show us stuff. So this is a town. Have Rick, tell me in the chat if you've ever heard of Del City, Texas. Del City, Texas. So this is what this video is about. And I thought this was so cool because it's like, oh, look at this. It looks like an Othello board, right? You ever played Othello? You know, you got black circles and white circles, you know, and if you like see right here, you know, can you see my... You can't see my pointer. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, it kind of looks like an Othello board, but these are actually farms. These are pretty farms. Ukrainians are as intolerant of LGBTQ as Russia, but Ukraine also got Nazi. Yeah, they do have Nazis. That's for sure. So yeah, let's listen to a little random trivia about Del City, Texas.
This is Del City, Texas. In western Texas. This town was established in 1948. According to the 2020 census, it only has 245 residents, and that's down from 413 in the 2010 census. You see these circles. These are smart. They're irrigation circles, and they're easy to maintain because the water comes in from the center and then it just goes around. It's smart. They even have a baseball field. But it's interesting to look at this from the air. It is in western Texas, in the Panhandle. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Apparently, the town has no traffic lights, which I get it. There's also no traffic.
Way out there near El Paso. Okay. That's pretty cool, though. It's just out of nowhere. You just got a whole bunch of circles. You thought like maybe some UFOs had landed there or something. We are Ronan. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Solidarity to you as well. He's with North Alabama DSA. And you got your show on Sunday nights, right? I think you do a Monday show too, don't you, on YouTube? So if you're not following him, please be sure to do so. Willie too, and our buddy Chuck's UFO Intergalactic UFO show, and Game.Film. We got a few people in here who are doing the thing. Who else in here that's doing has their own show? I think that's all right now. For now. Anyway. So yeah. Be sure you're checking that out. Solidarity to all our pals right here in the spot. Oh, is that you, Ronan? Are you Spirit of the Age? You live in North Alabama, Etowah County. I told you I went to Mississippi State, right? I was over there at Stark Vegas, about 30 miles from the Alabama line as you go down to Tuscaloosa, home of Alabama. The Crimin Tide. Where are the weird lights in Texas? Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. Marfa? Is that Marta or Marfa? Marfa? Like Marfa Washington? Yeah. So. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Spirit of the Age. So you're in North Alabama too? Okay. Cool. I love me some Southern peeps, man. Like I said, Willie had the Red State update guys on there, and they were really good. You got a socialist running for state house from Etowah County, Robert Hunter, House District 28. Look him up. All right. Very good. Oh, you were where? In Del City? That sounds like a place where they make computers. Fun fact, Iran's known for performing a high number of gender-affirming surgeries, ranking second only to Thailand with about 4,000 surgeries annually. South Korea also offers affirming surgeries. You know, in Thailand, you neither win nor lose because it's always a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie. All right, I got more videos. That's why I do videos, because otherwise you would be bombarded with bad jokes all night, and we cannot have that. So we got to have dark jokes where they're trying to, embarrass their moms. I love these videos. These are so much fun. Let's see. Is this? Hang on a second. Is this gonna? Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get some fun jokes out of the way.
Hey. Do you know what 6.9 is?
A number.
Another thing ruined by a period.
What health condition affects lesbians the most?
What health condition? You said health?
Arthritis.
Get away from me.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, Lauren?
What do strippers and peanut butter have in common? They both spread for bread. Boom.
Do you know a way to really freak out someone that works at a car dealership? You say, tell me if you can hear me, then get in the trunk and start screaming.
Hey, Mom. Two sperm are swimming side by side. One turns to the other one and says, how much further to the fallopian tubes? The other one says, I'm not sure. We just passed the esophagus.
Oh, my goodness. That was terrible. That was terrible. I love those old ladies. Oh, God. I say old ladies. I'm probably older than most of the women on there, so I just look youthful sometimes. Just a little bit. So yeah, that was Norm's rankings. I don't even know what the ranking part means. I just like the jokes. They're fun. So strange that someone even knows what a socialist is in that county. Yeah. Hey, look, I look at it like this. If Mississippi, your neighbor, if Mississippi got medical marijuana, there's hope for the South. There's that, because I swear to God, I never thought they would even touch any sort of weed like that. You know, as many hard shell Baptists that there are down there, I was just like, wow. And the county that I grew up in Stone County, down close to the Gulf Coast, was a dry county. They didn't even serve beer in there till like the 80s. They didn't sell beer until the 80s, and now apparently they got liquor stores all over the place, and meth and crack houses and fentanyl houses. It's crazy. Oh, you work with socialist folks in Mississippi too. That's good. Yeah. I follow the Mississippi medical marijuana. They have an account on the tweeters, so I try to keep in touch, or at least stay up to date on what's going on down there. Ellen, you're down there too. Well, you're somewhere down south, right? We got a lot of Southerners here. We got Willie in the house from North Carolina. We got our Alabama folks. We got Laney down in Arkansas. We got I'm from Mississippi. Southern people are great. The good ones are fantastic. There's some assholes. There's some ignorant rednecks that don't want to know anything progressive. There are those people. They're stubborn. They don't want to go against the grain. They don't want to go against their little society where they're staying, where everybody believes in just dumb shit. But there are some pretty smart people down there, and there's some people who are paying attention to all this stuff. Southerners, we all right. We got good food, though. We got plenty of good food. Especially go down to New Orleans. Go down there, get you some gumbo. In 1932, in Johnston County, North Carolina, where I live, Socialist Party candidate for President Norman Thomas got 50 votes. Very nice. Hey, D sneaking in here. What's up? Hello, D. Yeah, she's another one. Make sure you're checking out Around the World with D and Friends over there on the YouTube. She's on, I think she streams on the tweeters as well. God gave man all herbs of the field bearing seed. Cannabis is not sinful. No. It's only sinful for people who are making money off of pharmaceuticals or making money off of alcohol. Those are the two lobbies that have, pushed mostly to keep marijuana from being, or cannabis from being legal, right? Hemp, we could, you ain't got to clear for us. You just grow hemp. You can make shit out of hemp all day long, right? But they don't want to do that. It's like, if you're a construction company or something that you process and you make or a timber company, you could easily convert from a timber company to a hemp farm and probably make the same shit that you would with wood, right? I mean, yeah, you could still make wood products, but you ain't got to clear a whole fucking, swaths of land, just for timber. Come on. There's so much shit we can do. You have a real make-believe boyfriend from the South. Deal with it. We're very lovable. Southerners, when they want to be, they can be very charming. The ladies, too. Watch out. The Southern women, trouble. Sometimes it's good trouble, though. I'll just say that. Okay, so moving right along. So that was, that was that. So we got another Maddie McTech video here where he gives us some powerful websites that you can use. I thought these were pretty cool. So let's check out and see what he's got for us with his headband.
Here are 3 powerful websites I guarantee you didn't know. For the first one, you know, if you go to this website,
it says makemydrivefund.com, makemydrivefun.com.
And entering a road trip you want to make, let's go from Nashville to Louisville. And it'll show you the route you should take along with cool places to stop along the way, like the Muffler Man and the Corvette National Museum. And for the second one, you know, if you go to this website,
this is Driven Listen, DrivenListen.com. I think this was pretty cool.
And select a city. Let's go with Rome, Italy. It'll drive you around that city in a car while you can listen to music in the background. You can also choose to walk or ride a bike. The last one, you know, if you go to this website,
that's explore.org, explore.org.
You can find tons of animal live cams from around the world. Like here's one of a panda sleeping, but let's go to this river one up here. Got this bear in Alaska eating lunch while all these pigeons just watch.
That's pretty cool. I looked for one on there with chickens, but I didn't find it. But maybe I wasn't looking in the right place. Southern Latino women. That's a double whammy. I got the scars to prove it. Southern women with a gun and an attitude. Yeah. Pistol packing mamas down there, right? Black velvet and that slow Southern style. A new religion that will bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. That was a good song. I really, that was like one out of nowhere, right? I know, right? No, he mispronounced his shit on purpose. So if you heard him, he said Italy instead of Italy. Although it's Louisville, Kentucky, but there is a Louisville, Mississippi, and when like Yankees come to the South, and they'll go, and they'll go to that town. They'll go, are we in Louisville, Mississippi? You know, and they're like, this ain't no fucking Louisville. It's Louisville, motherfucker. When I worked in TV, we had weather guys that I worked with that were not from the South, and they would just butcher all these Southern names. Like you have down south, you have 2 towns. There's a lot of places down south in South Mississippi, like there's the Chuticabuff River that has about 20 letters in it, and if you don't know how to pronounce that, then you're not going to figure it out phonetically. There's Gaucher, which is spelled Gautier, so you get a lot of Gautier or Gautier. There's Saucier, but it looks like it's spelled saucier, Saucier, but it's Saucier. That's the thing. If you don't know the name of it or don't know how to pronounce it, ask a local. Canadian voter. Canadian singer. Oh, I can't remember who did that song though. My friend with benefits you got a friend with benefits? Good for you, Willie. From Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Makes fun of my southern accent, but her fun poking is done with affection. I know. But Montana. Atlanta Miles. Thanks, Rick. Thank you. Yeah, Atlanta Miles. Black Velvet. Somebody did a cover of that. I think a country artist did a cover of that. Was pretty good too. Black Velvet with the neon signs. Kate, I did. I said hey to you, I think. But I'll say hey again. It's fine. The driving around website, I thought that was pretty cool, where you could just like go somewhere. If you try the one if you put Chicago in and you drive around, you'll actually get shot at in the thing there on the map. They'll get you. They'll get you every time. Lastly, so who was that? That was, Maddie McTech. All these on the YouTubes, by the way. So last week we had a little sweet, kind of a con job by the deer. Like the deer was laying on the mat and the old lady came out with food and all of a sudden like 20 deer came out of the woods. Maybe this is a southern theme. This should just be a southern themed show for tonight, since we got a lot of southern stuff on here. So if you've ever been in the South, particularly like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, probably Arkansas too, anywhere down there, you're gonna find a lot of deer. And you're like, oh, they hunt Bambi. Well, they gotta hunt Bambi, otherwise Bambi would be all over the fucking place. Right. If you've ever seen videos of Australia back in like the 70s or whatever, and it's just overrun by rats because they got rid of the predators that took out the rat. There was just nothing but rats. That's how it is down south. There's just nothing but deer, and especially deer. Deer are not very bright. Okay, deer are pretty stupid. They can be anyway. Right. I've hit a deer before. Hit him right in the ass, tore up my headlight, but the deer was fine. He got up and took off. Like, he looked back at me like, bitch. Tore up your shit. Bambi be spreading Lyme disease. Yeah. The deer in the South are not as big as the deer in Wisconsin. That's like kind of like they're kind of breeding with elk kind of deer up there. We got little skinny ass deer, but they're all over the place. They are all over the place. Yeah, exactly. In the South, you can say the most horrible things about someone so long as you finish with "bless your heart." Well, bless your heart means fuck you in Southern, right? When they especially if someone, it really depends on how you say it, right? If someone like something bad happens, they go, "Oh, bless your heart," like they're really tender about it. And then sometimes I go, "Oh, bless your heart." They say it like that. That's a fuck you. So. Yeah, they do. They tend to be retards on the road. So, and you're like, well, Warren, you shouldn't be talking shit about deer. Well, let me show you what these deer do. So this is, who the fuck is this? This is Funny Cat 1207 on the YouTubes. And this is the crazy shit that deer do. So just, if viewer discretion advised, some of these deer get hit, but they're not killed. Right? Deer are like rubber. They just like boing, 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 they just bounce off shit. Unless you like tag them in the head or something, they'll get up and go away. So let's watch these dumb motherfuckers.
It's gonna get hit.
It's almost not.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that shit.
Oh no. It made it.
He made it and then threw it right into the fucking house.
Fucking told you.
You're wearing a hat. Whoa!
Oh my god.
I've never seen a deer shitting in my life. That's pain.
You're fucking paranoid, man. You blood.
Excuse me? Yeah, you're eating my roses?
Aww. Now the fawn, the little baby deer, or the fawn, those are cute, right? And they tend to be kind of friendly in places where there isn't a lot of hunting going on. But when there's a lot of hunting going on, you ain't gonna see no fucking deer around. So I know, right? That UPS man said, he said, fuck. I would have shit myself. I would have been glad I was wearing brown pants when I saw that deer, because I would have shit myself. I know, it was like Real Life Deer Simulator, right? That's an actual video game. We've done some streams like that. So, yeah, in Texas, you got to worry about cows getting out of the pastures or on the roads at night. I remember they have these things. They look like little grates. You got a gate, and you got like bars and stuff that over like this little pit looking thing, right? You can drive over it, but apparently a cow will step on it and like, and they won't cross it. They don't think that they can jump over it, because a cow can jump over the moon, but it can't. It can't jump over one of those things, I guess. Oh, thanks, Kate. I appreciate you. Yeah, they can get drunk from eating apples. That's true. Well, somebody had to rescue I don't know where this was, but they had to rescue a raccoon because the raccoon had eaten some fermented fruit or something and just got fucked up and somehow got a trash can. He's just like, he's just drinking fucking drunk ass shit. What's this? What do you got here? I don't know what this is. Wait a minute. Let me do it over here. What is this? Play this quickie. Copy link address. I don't know what you're doing. Let's see what this is. One moment, please. Oh, okay. So this is Grey Walker is sharing this. Hang on a second. So it's a deer? Is that a two-headed deer? Oh, wait, are they fucking? Is that deer fucking? What the hell is that? What the fuck was that? You show me this random shit. You show me deers fucking. Oh, sorry. One moment, please. No, go away. Yeah, so if you're driving down south, you got to be very careful. Because deer will come out of nowhere, especially if it's like wooded on either side of the road. They'll fuck shit up in no time. I know, Fantastic Deers. It's the Deer Show. This is War Deer Entertainment. That is my production company. So, it's for a reason. And those deer, you've seen the video of the deer fighting the hunter, and the deer's just doing this, just like fucking throwing haymakers, and the hunter has a gun in his hand, but he's just like, I guess he wasn't expecting a fight, right? So, yeah, it's crazy down. You have to be very careful. And you gotta worry about the fentanyl heads down there too, so. Where's my thing? What the shit? Do I not have that? What the hell? I really need to fix this. So. Okay. Oh, I know what I was doing. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to make a little snot. I didn't want to share that with the class. So that was from Funny Cat 1207. So one of the cool things they found out this week was that there might be life on Mars. It's microbial, but it's still life, or at least had it at one time. But apparently there's some controversy surrounding this. They think this is some sort of recent discovery, but back in 1976, they had Viking landers that went to Mars. They were the first man-made objects to land on Mars, I believe. And they actually found life back then, but they couldn't confirm it because, it was 1976. But now they think that it may actually be confirmed. So this is kind of a two-parter. So this one is from Charles Magnum, SHARLMAGNUM, and this is talking about did NASA just find ancient life on Mars?
This is why you need to hear about NASA's latest Mars news. Perseverance just uncovered something wild in an ancient riverbed. The hunt for life beyond Earth is heating up. NASA's Perseverance rover uncovered rocks in a dried-up Martian river channel that might hold traces of ancient life. Scientists spotted unusual leopard spots on these rocks patterns that could be signatures left behind by microscopic organisms billions of years ago. Now, it's not proof of life yet, but it's the strongest hint we've ever seen. Chemical reactions in those rocks suggest something fascinating happened while they formed. Could organic matter have played a role? We don't have all the answers, but this is a massive step forward in our search for life beyond Earth. Stay tuned, Mars is just getting started.
All right, so there's that one, right? So that's the recent shit that they found. This is not the video's not from 1976, but it talks about the discoveries that were made in 1976. And this one is from Boss J Moto, BOSSJAYMOTO. The Viking Mars landers, the 1976 life detection. So it's almost 50 years ago.
Mars, the red planet, has been an object of fascination and mystery for millennia. Its crimson hue against the night sky has spurred countless tales of alien civilizations and otherworldly phenomena. However, the true journey towards unraveling the enigmas of Mars began in the mid-20th century with the launch of the Viking Mars landers. In the summer of 1975, NASA launched two robotic spacecraft, Viking 1 and Viking 2, on a mission to Mars. They were the first spacecraft to land on the Martian surface successfully, arriving in 1976. The primary mission of these landers was to search for signs of life, and their findings would forever change our understanding of the red planet. The Viking Mars landers detected chemical signatures indicative of life. They carried out 3 biology experiments designed to look for possible signs of life. These experiments were the gas exchange experiment, the labeled release experiment, and the pyrolytic release experiment. Each experiment tested Martian soil for signs of metabolic reactions, which could indicate the presence of microorganisms. The results, however, were not as clear-cut as one might hope. The gas exchange experiment found no signs of respiration, a critical life process. Simultaneously, the labeled release experiment produced results that could be interpreted as either the presence of life or non-biological chemical reactions. Despite the ambiguous results, the Viking Mars landers' findings were groundbreaking. They provided the first comprehensive data about the Martian environment, including its weather, geology, and atmospheric composition. These findings sparked a new era of Mars exploration and paved the way for future missions. The Viking Mars landers' legacy continues to this day, as each successive mission to Mars builds upon their initial findings. From the Mars Phoenix lander's discovery of water ice beneath the Martian surface in 2008, to the Mars Perseverance rover's quest for signs of past life in 2021, the road to understanding Mars begins with the Viking missions. In conclusion, the Viking Mars landers' mission was a cornerstone in the exploration of Mars. Their findings, while not definitively proving the existence of life, provided invaluable insights into the Martian environment. Their legacy continues to inspire and inform our ongoing quest to understand the mysteries of the Red Planet.
All right. Yeah, so Yeah, and yeah, it's a good point. You know, how about we release Life on Mars? How about we release some Epstein files? I want to see. You know, I want to see these witnesses, these victims, I should say, the Epstein victims come forward. They said they were gonna if the government wasn't, and I'll believe it when I see that too. I know what's his face and some of these other people said they'd read out the names on the House floor. They're not going to do that shit. Nobody's going to let them do that. You've come over to the dark side, Paul. Yes, you have. Welcome. It is pretty dark over here. We like to keep things a little cool temperature-wise around here. Mars fascinates me because I want to, instead of them taking soil samples of some rando place on the, I want them to go to Cydonia. I want to see what's the face? What's that face? What are these pyramid-looking things over there? Go take, if you're gonna fuck around on Mars, go fuck around over there and see what's going on. Good night to you, Paul. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So this next one, I haven't had her on in a while, but I really dig this chick. I know they do. They doctor photos. Sit on the face of Mars. Sit on my face and tell me that you love me. Sit on my face and tell me that you care. What, you hit 6 deer? When I hit the 6 deer, I instantly knew that these were the deer that my friend was feeding. I was right in front of his house. I drove to Pollo to call the sheriff from a bar. What the fuck's going on in Canada, Kate? It is. The Cydonia complex? Hell yeah, there's all kinds of shit over there. They need to check that out. They ain't gonna do it though. I remember they fed back some sort of updated picture of the face, and it was all like Photoshop and gnarled up and bullshit. You know, come on. Anyway, so this is Ellie Cordova, and she's a smarty pants, but she's a funny smarty pants. So this is her doing federal agencies hiding in a bunker. For some unknown reason. I guess she's going to tell us. Let's watch.
Well, it's day 191 in the bunker. How we doing? EPA, you good? CDC? Noah, what's the read? I'm gonna go with category 3 despair. Yeah. Well, I heard on the ham radio they're about to slash my budget by 25% and hand pieces of me over to the States, or sell me off for drilling, so. But everyone loves you. If public lands are getting axed, then what's gonna happen to my research on bats with white nose syndrome? Hey, Gio, here, take this. When they told me they were dismantling my entire research division so I could no longer study climate change, they gave me a stress ball to cope. Does it work? No. Hey, boss. Yeah? The people want to know if the hurricane in the Pacific is going to reach land by 6 a.m. Oh, yes. My sources say no. Okay. This is a disaster. Speaking of, where's FEMA? Locked in Christy Gnome's dungeon, last I heard. Ah. What was that? It's the Maha crowd. If they make it in here, just hide my research and tell them I'm deceased. It's metaphorically true anyway. Quick, what do we have that can seal that door?
Red tape.
There's plenty of it. We have to, right? Yeah, I mean, we have to. It's the only thing. We wouldn't normally. It's just. No, it's the only thing. Yeah.
Fun stuff. She's always doing clever stuff with like fonts, when the different fonts talking to each other too. When you lived in the 70s in Wisconsin, out in the rural areas. Rural areas are nice and quiet out there. The only bad thing is you got to go a little ways to get to the store. Wesley, what's up, my man? Good to see you. She does have some good bits. I like her videos too. She's fun, very clever. Do you like jokes? I know, not my jokes, but do you like funny jokes? I hope you do. So that was Ellie Cordova, by the way. So we're at the halfway point of the videos. This may go a little long tonight, and that is what she said, right?
Who the fuck said that?
And that's what she said. That's okay. I have no idea what that means. So next up, we got this dirty joke I thought was pretty funny. This is what's this? Want Spicy Cubus, WANTSPICYCUBESS on the YouTubes. I don't know if this is an original, probably not. And just ignore the guy laughing randomly on the right. I guess it's supposed to be some reaction video. But the joke itself is funny. I think you'll enjoy the joke. So let's listen.
All of you tell me your one joke that always flies over people's heads.
A guy walks into a bar and he sees above the bar there's a sign that says free beer for life contest. So he asks the bartender, hey man, what's this contest about? The bartender says, well, you got to do a couple of things. First thing you got to do is you got to down half a handle of Jack Daniels, all right? Second thing, you got to find the biggest guy in here and kick his ass. Third, there's a pit bull out back with a loose tooth and he's mad as fuck about it. You got to go get that shit out. Number 4, there's an old woman upstairs, and if you can make her finish, you win the competition and you get free beer for life. So the guy thinks it over and he's like, all right, let's do it. So he picks up the bottle of Jack Daniels, downs it all, and the whole bar watches him, and now they're cheering him on because they just watched him kill this bottle of Jack Daniels in like 5 seconds flat. It was insane. So it's, he downed a whole bottle of alcohol, so he's, hammered right out the gate. He's hammered. He turns around, and all that alcohol is flowing through him, and, he's a little bit loose, and he beats the dog piss out of the biggest dude in there. Just beats the fucking stupid off of him. So now the whole bar is cheering him on. Everyone is just, they cannot believe what they're seeing. And then the guy walks out back to where the dog is. They're cheering him on the way out, and he goes out the door and vanishes. Door shuts, no one can see him, and everyone's quiet and they're listening, and they hear the dog. They hear him start to snarl, bark, bite, get aggressive. There's a little bit of a whimper, and then silence. There's no sound at all, and everyone's, you can hear a pin drop. It's that quiet. And the guy comes back into the bar hammered, and he goes, all right, now where's the bitch with the loose tooth?
I know if you have to explain it, it's not funny, but it is funny. But you have to explain it because he fucked that dog. He straight up fucked that dog. Yeah. So yeah, he fucked the dog. He fucked that bitch. He didn't know which bitch he was supposed to fuck, but he fucked the bitch. I was assuming it's a bitch. It was a female dog. Anywho, that was just a little side there. So, kind of hey, Steve, what's up? Good to see you, man. Steve Wolfbrand in the house. And did I say hi to you, Vera? I think I did. Good to see you, Vera. So the next one here is the kind of a spillover from last week, a little Star Trek stuff. So I just thought that was funny. This is from the this is from the Picard Looking channel, PICARD space LOOKING. And this is Captain Picard and his crew working from home. It's a little silly, but hopefully you'll enjoy it, because what else you got to do tonight?
Mr. Data, always on time.
Captain, is there an agenda for this meeting?
No, Data. This is an informal debrief after our last mission. We'll keep it fairly light today, being a Friday and all. Hello, Will.
Captain, Data. Captain, is there any reason we're not having this meeting in the observation lounge?
I thought we could do it from the comfort of our own view screen today. We have the technology, we might as well use it.
Do we have an agenda?
No agenda, just a chat. Where is Worf? He's late.
I haven't seen him on the bridge today.
Look at his head.
Worf, what on earth are you wearing?
It's Friday. I work from home Friday.
Do you mean work from home? Your home is the Enterprise. You're literally 100 meters down the corridor.
Captain, our new ship policy does permit crew to dress casually in certain circumstances.
Worf, you look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous. Worf, you do look like a confused pleasure attendant from Rasta.
Captain, is there an agenda for this meeting?
Oh, for God's sake, since when do we need an agenda for every discussion?
A meeting with no agenda is a meeting without honor.
Face. Ooh, hello.
Everything okay, number one?
Yes, Captain.
Good. Now I'd like to debrief on our last mission, as you was...
Captain, we're losing you.
Captain, your signal is degrading.
It's the Wi-Fi.
I thought Geordi fixed the Wi-Fi.
Can't get decent Wi-Fi. Picard to LaForge, fix the f***ing Wi-Fi.
Next time, I suggest we meet in person.
I agree. In the observation lounge.
I concur. With an agenda.
Someone please assimilate me. Computer, end call.
Someone please assimilate me. So is Picard looking as the channel there. Fun stuff. He's, why are you working from home? We're all on the same ship. Worf is on the holodeck. Did you see Deanna Troy walking behind Riker there with her coat open? Sexy. We got more jokes. Well, this is not a joke. This is a comedy bit. Stancy Potenza, she's a sweetheart. I haven't had her on in a bit. And I thought this was a fun little video of theirs. Why is the holodeck so sticky? Come on, Quark. You gotta clean up these holodecks, son. So this is Stancy Potenza, and this is a video about her talking about husbands who hate their wives.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot right now. I asked my husband to pack my lunch for me this morning because I didn't have time, and look what he packed for me. Like, I'm sorry. It's just an open bag of Parmesan. Oh. Like, what? He's so silly. He's such a silly goose. What else is in here?
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
Half a loaf of bread and it's moldy.
That's not okay.
He is like such a goofball.
Yeah, he's a goober.
Oh my gosh, no, this is funny.
Yeah.
You guys, dishwasher pods. Like, what am I supposed to do with these? Oh my god. He's so crazy. Isn't he funny, you guys?
Sure. Comedy gold.
I cannot right now.
Are those thumbtacks?
Yeah, they're thumbtacks. Like, what? What were you thinking? And they're open. I hope he packed some Band-Aids too, because I did just prick myself. We laugh so much together.
As long as you're happy.
Oh my gosh, he left a note. Let's see what he has to say. Please just buy lunch at work next time. I don't know what you like to eat. Also, we're running low on milk.
Your husband doesn't know what you like to eat? He can't pick the milk up himself?
Oh no, he would never step foot in a grocery store. He would not know what to do. But he's joking. He knows what I like to eat, obviously. He's just being silly. Exactly. You guys get it.
Nah, that dude hates you. that face is like, yeah, he hates you. That's Stancy Potenza. She's a funny broad. I was gonna play that. She had a Charlie Kirk video, but I'll let you go to her channel and watch that. It's kind of. I mean, I don't know. It's not really that funny, but maybe it is. Maybe some of you think it's funny. So we got more funsies for you. This is Tim from Kicking Harold. He's the guy that likes to do all the music trivia. And tonight, he's got one. Which one is this? Behind the 80s hit song. See if you can figure out who this group is, okay?
When a band tried to play a song badly because they didn't want to record it, their plan totally backfired and it became a huge hit.
Okay. Okay, just figure out, try it in the chat, just guess who this is.
Back in the early 1980s, a once popular LA band was now in shambles. Their first 2 albums had flopped, and 2 of their members had quit to join another band. But the lead singer and the drummer just kept pushing, and they somehow got a label interested in their new lineup. But the label guy told them he would only sign the band if they promised to cover this song that had been a hit in England that he thought could be a hit in the United States. And since they had nothing else going on and they really needed a deal, they told him they would record the tune, but they really only wanted to do their own songs. So with their old bass player back in the group, they went in the studio, didn't rehearse, played badly, hoping that this track would be dropped from the album.
Anybody figure out who this is yet? Anyone? Bueller?
But the raw energy made it incredible, and it became a huge hit.
So apparently they recorded that, no rehearsal, played bad on purpose, and well, you know, rock history, right? Quite right, yeah. I didn't know that was a cover. I didn't know that was a cover of an English song. I have to find that sometime. Yeah, so Tim from Kicking Harold there giving us the 411 on that. Did you guys, speaking of music, well, I guess not really music, if it's talking about MTV, you remember when MTV used to actually play music on there instead of, you know, was it reality shows? That's basically all. I haven't seen MTV in years. Oh, you went to a Quiet Riot concert, Steve G? You went to a Quiet Riot concert? Nice. Bang your head. Da-na. Mental health to drive you mad. I used to listen to Quiet Riot. There was some good stuff. You get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. That ain't working. So on MTV back in the day was a show called Pimp My Ride. Do you remember Pimp My Ride? Where basically these people would bring in their old beaters and what was his name? Biz Nasty. Who was the guy's name? Bisquick? I can't remember the name. Bob. He was the host of the show. Slade. The only song I know from Slade is that run away. Is that the same band? So Pimp My Ride apparently was ripping people off, sort of, or at least fucking up their cars. And this is who is this? This is Treehouse Detective giving us the inside poop on Pimp My Ride, the pimp poop.
Not many people know this, but the show Pimp My Ride was a total scam, and most of the cars featured on it were either not fixed properly or made worse. Pimp My Ride was about normal, everyday people who had cars that were in total disrepair. So the rapper Exhibit would show up at their house one day and tell them that he was going to pimp their ride. And they would not only fix the car so that it was drivable, but they would also add a bunch of like really interesting and extravagant new custom additions that would be tailor-suited to the person's personality. So for example, there was a guy who really loved movies, and so they installed a projector on the car so that you could project movies on the side of it. But famously, many of these custom installations were also kind of like really over the top and ridiculous. Like for instance, a nurse who had their car pimped, and they installed an MRI machine inside of the car. But what a lot of people didn't really know is that the actual pimping of the rides was largely completely fake. And this didn't come out until years later, whenever Huffington posted an expose where they interviewed a bunch of former contestants who revealed that essentially Pimp My Ride made their cars worse than they were before they got on the show. So for instance, there was this contestant named Seth Martino who was a little bit overweight, and his car needed a new engine basically. And so what ended up happening was Pimp My Ride, instead of focusing on replacing the engine and making the car functional, they focused on the fact that he was overweight, and they put a cotton candy machine inside of his car, and basically made a big deal about how he was kind of like a bigger guy and he loved eating snacks. And in addition to being a little bit insulted by the narrative that they chose to go with, Seth says that after the production of the show, he ended up having to put another additional $1,700 of work into the car because they didn't actually fix the underlying issues with it. And then ultimately the car broke down and he had to get rid of it and get a new one. Seth also said that they installed multiple LED TVs in the back of his car, but that they stopped working the day after they filmed the episode. There was another contestant named Justin Derringer who said that they actually added more damage to his car prior to filming to make it seem worse. They scratched the paint, tore off the bumper, and then they ended up adding a movie projector, like I mentioned earlier, and a pop-up champagne bottle holder. But then after the filming of it, they removed the projector and the champagne bottle holder, saying that neither things were road safe. So they essentially scratched up and damaged his car, fixed this cosmetic damage that they made, installed a bunch of weird, useless stuff, took it out after filming, and didn't actually fix his car. In fact, most contestants interviewed from the show report that very shortly after filming the episode, they either had to get rid of or sell the car because it wasn't drivable, or it was just a huge cash sink headache that they had to put a bunch more money into to get it to work that they should have just actually used to get rid of it and buy a new car. In the years since, Exhibit has sort of distanced himself from the show in interviews, saying that he was just the host and he really had nothing to do with what they did with the cars or, you know, whether they fixed them or not. But a lot of the contestants sort of ended up feeling like the show made their lives worse rather than, you know, better or, you know, gave them a cool new car.
Yeah. So I know there was some shady shit with Pimp My Ride, especially some of the dumb shit that it's like, there's no way they was going to keep like, you know, a mini swimming pool in there in a fucking, you know, Chevy Monza. What's up, Zalipa? Good to see you. You missed Click and Clack. Yeah, the Carr Brothers. It was like on Sunday mornings, right? Like on NPR or some shit, and they would talk. They would like take viewer, like the listener mail or something that talked about like car problems and how they could fix it. Yeah, I love those. I love Click and Clack. They go way back. I know that rhymes. Fucking hilarious. Reality TV and social media, two of the worst things out there. Yeah. Reality TV, seriously. And it started on MTV with The Real World. I mean, you've had like documentary series and stuff, but that's not the same as reality shows. It's just, you know, disgusting. Then they had like kind of like the reality game shows, right? Like your Survivor and what is the one where they got to cross the globe? I can't remember the name of it right now. I used to watch it. It was kind of, some of that stuff was kind of interesting. Like Hell's Kitchen. I learned a lot about, you know, how to cook certain things, because he would yell at them whenever they fucked up. The Amazing Race. Yeah, it's probably just the Great Race now, because it's probably not amazing anymore. Yeah, I know, reality shows. And the only reason reality shows became a thing was because they were cheap to produce. They didn't have to pay the stars that much, right? But now it's like, you know, the Kardashians or whatever. I don't even know what reality shows are out there. What, that Jersey Shore bullshit? Is all that shit gone? I hope so. Because reality shows have just really killed a lot of things. And now AI is probably going to kill reality shows. That's how hilarious is that? Might sneak in. So yeah, that was Treehouse Detectives. This next one is from Horizon, and I love Horizon. They do like all these comparison things, right? Yeah, I don't watch them either. Yeah, you're blown away how little actors get paid. You know, these are people that are just like, look, I'm gonna be on TV. Yeah, you know, and some of these people, they if they're popular enough, then they do their own little thing. Like the Cash Me Outside girl on Dr. Phil, she ended up getting her own fucking thing just for being a, you know, fucking trick, fucking Ratchet. Ratchet got her some cash, at least for a little bit. I don't know if she still does her shit or not, but anyway, this next one, is, like I said, it's from Horizon. It's the best-selling video games of all time. I'm pretty sure you know what the best. If you're a gamer, you probably know what the best-selling game of all time is, or if you just pay attention. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's loud as fuck. We're going to bring that down. So you got Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. Hang on a second. I don't think we need all this. This is some loud ass shit. So you got Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, 27 million copies, 28 million for Walking Dead. This is We Play at 28 million. Monster Hunter World and Duck Hunt. Elden Ring. Call of Duty Ghosts. Got Super Mario Odyssey. Hogwarts Legacy. I played San Andreas, but Diablo 3. How about that? Yeah, I played that. Cyberpunk 2077. That came out a few years ago. Call of Duty Vanguard at 30 million copies. A lot of Call of Duty. Black Ops Cold War. Borderlands 2. Tetris. Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops, New Super Mario Brothers, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Electric Boogaloo, Wii Sports Resort. Wait a minute, was that like when the Wii first came out and you had like all those games and shit like ping pong and stuff like that? The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, that's pretty recent. There's Tetris. 35 million on Game Boy. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. The Sims 4. Mario Kart Wii. I love Mario Kart. The Sims at 40 million. Skyrim. The Elder Scrolls 5. Apparently there's an Elder Scrolls 6 in the mix sometime. That's the legend. Sonic the Hedgehog. Payday 2. Really? World of Warcraft. Stardew Valley. I've never heard of that. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. The Search for Spock. Wii Fit Plus. Maybe that's what came out first with the Wii. I think it was Wii Fit, right? Animal Crossing New Horizons. Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, Yellow. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt. Overwatch. But I thought that was free. Human Fall Flat. Super Mario Brothers, 58 million. Terraria, never heard of that. The Oregon Trail. Okay, fun fact. Back in the day, when the Commodore 64 was out, the game that came with it was the Oregon Trail. Or Oregon. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, we're about to get into PUBG, Battlegrounds. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Ark Survival. All right, what's going to be number one? I think you know what number one's going to be. Give you just a second here. Number 3 is Wii Sports. Number 2 has got to be Grand Theft Auto 5 at 210 million copies. And then all the way up here, Minecraft, 304 million copies. That Minecraft, I'd be seeing all kinds of kids playing it. Adults too. Where's Pong? How come Pong ain't on this list? Mary has dysentery. The Wii Bowling. Yeah, good call. Wii Golf, I remember that. When I was living in Burbank, California with some friends, they had, this is like before the big screens TVs became a big deal. They had a big screen TV, and we're playing Mario Kart on it with the GameCube, right? I think it was the GameCube. And that you add GameCube, Mario Kart with some weed, and shit be happening all fucking day and all fucking night. So, you've only played a handful of those, and only after getting them for free. I tell you, I've gotten some good free games off the Epic Game Store. I'm not a big fan of the Epic Game Store. It's a little clunky, but they got some free shit on there. Get free games. Don't buy shit if you don't have to, because these games are expensive. These things are like $70 now for these next generation, consoles. Fuck that. I still have my Xbox One S that has stuff on there still, but I haven't played it in so long. Just been too busy. Yeah, so good stuff there. If you're a gamer, a lot of Gen Xers are gamers still, have been for a while. Because we started off, we were the first ones to really have the video games, with Pong, and then Atari came out. And then you had various other platforms. You had ColecoVision, you had Intellivision, and there's just a whole bunch of other ones out there too. And what we would do in high school, we would swap games, right? Like Atari, you want to borrow the basketball game? Yeah, let me borrow it. I'll give you the E.T. the extraterrestrial game. They're like, nah, no, we're good. There were some pretty bad games. Pac-Man was probably the biggest disappointment for the Atari 2600 when it came out. It was just like they had hyped it up so much. And when you got it, you were like, what's this Dollar Tree shit? It was like, bom, 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 boo, boo, boo. It looked like they had just said, fuck it, we don't know what Pac-Man is. But Miss Pac-Man for the Atari 2600, that was almost just like the arcade game. So, how is we pronounced that way? So silly. Yeah, I know, right? I Miss Elvira, Mistress of the Dark adventure game on 16 floppy disks. I know, right? I was a football. I'm still a football. An NFL football gamer. I hate these Madden. Madden in the last several years has just been dog shit, but they used to have this game called Front Page Sports Football, and I swear it was on like 16 of those, the hard floppies, not the big 5 1/4 floppies, but the 3.5 inch floppies. They called them floppy. Joust was a good game. Joust for Atari was pretty good too. That was almost spot on. David Pac-Man would be a disappointing video game. I know. He wouldn't eat dots. He would just eat shit. He would just eat liberal shit. And the ghosts are the ghosts of his integrity chasing him around, if he had any integrity in the first place. Yeah, it's 5 1/4 and 3.5. Yeah. Myst. You remember Myst? That was an old computer game too. That was ahead of its time. Yeah, she did. Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, she looked like she was tricking at night. She'd be out there slinging that tang. So yeah, that was from Horizon. Horizon does a lot of those like lists in a visual way that's pretty cool. Like they'll do size comparison for like all different kinds of like, movie, spaceships and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. We'll have some more on there. The next one is from the Because We Are podcast. I love these guys. I am white as the driven snow. I am the original cracker ass cracker. So I try to get to know other cultures as much as I can, especially black culture. I love black culture. I don't want to adopt it for myself. I just want to appreciate it, and I like to learn mad knowledge about it. So this one, they're doing the Because We Feud. It's a version of their Family Feud. And they asked 25 black people about fashion. So this is fun. Let's watch.
We asked 25 black people, name an old clothing brand that used to have the community in a chokehold. Once again, hard.
Fat Farm.
And that's spelled with a PH. It's going to be up there.
Go.
True Religion.
True.
False.
Come on. What is happening, man?
This is going to be one that I absolutely play on, for sure.
Oh, God.
Rockaware.
Oh!
Yes, sir. If you were from the East Coast, you definitely had some Eniche or E-Nice, how some people pronounce it.
It is not.
Oh, boy. I'm going to go with Fubu.
That was my number.
It is the number one answer on the board. Hot. I feel like the wheels are turning for you right now. What else you got for me?
This is giving me a little, How about Tommy Hilfiger?
We not fucking with him nowadays, are we?
We are not. But he had.
We're not fucking with him in this game either. That's gonna be 2 strikes for you, Hod.
Now again, if we're looking at ages, there was a time where everybody was rocking the G Unit clothes.
Get him out of here, please.
G Unit is not gonna be out there. That's 3 strikes for you, Hod.
That's crazy, man.
You gonna let the non-fashion nigga take this from you?
Yeah, word. We asked 25 black people to name an old clothing brand that used to have the community in a chokehold.
So I feel like because of the phrasing of the question, this may or may not go in the way that I wanted to. But I'm gonna say the one that I know had all my people in the chokehold might still a little bit to this day. Can you show me Pollo?
Polo! Not gonna be up there. Oh,
I know my second option is gonna be there.
When I phrased this question, I told them not including brands that still have us. I don't think Polo still has us, but I think it's in recent enough territory where people may not have thought of that first.
Which is why I didn't want to go like Jordan, Nike, you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Congratulations, Hod. Number 8 answer is going to be K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
Oh, yo, first of all, hell no. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I need to check your creds, B.
Number 7, Academics. And we're not talking about DJ Academics.
Back in the day, for sure. For sure. Yes. But again, it was a certain type of nigga that wore Academics.
Number 6, South Pole, which I'm surprised none of you guys mentioned. Number 4, Echo, another one. I'm surprised none of you guys
I would have
mentioned.
said Echo, but I thought Eniche was bigger than Echo.
And number 2, Sean John.
I should have went there. Another one I'm surprised is not up here. Baby Fat.
Baby Fat. See, I didn't know. I knew FUBU. Do you know what FUBU stands for? Let's check your screen. Don't look it up. Don't cheat. Tell me what FUBU stands for. It actually stands for something. You want to tell me in the chat? There you go, Rick. Rick's on top of things. For us, by us. FUBU. Yeah, it was black. It was black clothing made by black people, or it was at least owned. The company was owned by black people. And this was back in the 80s too, when FUBU started kicking it. This is around the same time that the white people were wearing the Panama Jack shirts and the Jamaica Joe shirts. I think painters caps were kind of popular back then too. Gray Walker, you never heard of any of those? You cracker ass cracker. Get you some culture. You cracker ass cracker. You only guess Fila because Tone Loc raps about it. Yeah, I know, right? I thought Fila would have been up there too. Good stuff there. So I kind of heard of Echo. Is that more like a 90s thing? Yeah, I know. I'm no fashionista myself, so I don't, 90% of my clothes are like promo or free. This is a free shirt. When I worked at this shitty place, UB, unlimited biking in New York. If you're ever in New York, do never get a bike from there. That place is shady as fuck. So, feel it was only shoes, right? Yeah. So they were talking about whole clothing lines, I think. Oh, it was late 90s. Okay. I love the news and I love the fake news, and not the fake news that lies to you, but fake news that's just funny fake news. And this is from Neural Viz. And we've had one of these on here before. These things are hysterical. It's called This Is News, but this is news too. I work close to stay out of jail. You're not running around naked. That's good. That's probably good. That's probably good safety for you. So this is AI. I mean, we've got some AI stuff on here, but we tried to give you the good stuff. So this is news. Number 2, let's watch.
How did this happen? We're living in a nightmare, Danley. Well, what are people saying? One man was saying, help, 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 I'm burning. You there with the microphone, help me, I'm in the car burning, help. Fascinating. Keep us posted, Ryan Lee. I'm going to go to lunch. If you're just joining us, nothing matters anymore. We sent Megan Lee Fox to investigate. Megan Lee. You're live, Megan Lee. What? Never mind. We're going to go now to a parentless bird. This bird has no parents that we've seen. Its life is in shambles. When asked, the bird had this to say. Speaking of birds, let's check in with our eye in the sky, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy, how's the traffic looking?
There's zero traffic up here, Danley.
That must be nice. I'd love to get my Dodge Camry up there.
The heavens are empty.
The war in everywhere continues to rage on. We go now to our war correspondent, Pedro Lee Pascal. Pedro Lee, what can you tell us?
The Applebee's is closed. It's not open. You can't get in no matter how hard you scream.
Where are people getting their food from? Seems like they're dealing with a quick life-ending explosion. Let's take this moment to go to a commercial break. Are you old?
I'm old and ashamed.
You should be, and for $1,500 a day, you can be the parent to this bird. You'll receive this commemorative Iran-Contra affair tote bag. Call 555-BIRD-DADDY, because birds need $1,500 a day, too. And we're back with breaking news, a huge discovery just off the Gulf of Water. Let's send it to Dimily Moore. Dimily.
Stanley, you are not going to believe this.
I don't. The cost of life has doubled in the last 7 seconds. To make sense of this, let's bring in our financial advisor, Jaylee Z. Jaylee, what do you tell a single mom of 9 in Idaho who's just trying to pay her bird bill?
Does she smoke?
I don't think so.
Yes, too bad.
Rolling right into sports, here's Morgan Lee Freeman.
Stanley, I feel I need to take this sports moment to address the truths that people are accusing me of. Think about it. If I did what they say I did, then how come I'm denying it? This is a total witch hunt. And I am the witch, minding my own business, doing my witch things. And I will no longer hide that part of my life. No, sir.
God, I love sports. Coming up, we recently took a trip to the George Lee Washington Museum of Fun, where we were held at gunpoint for 72 hours.
That's Neural Viz. NEURALVIZ. On your local YouTubes. Oh. I used to work in news. I've told you this before. And when I see stuff like this, I'm like, yeah, that's the way we should have done it. You are not going to believe this. I don't. More AI goodies for you. This is music time for you. If you want a nice little music hit, a little dopamine for you. We like giving you good tunes to enjoy yourselves with. This is a trip to even deep fake the lo-fi TV. I know, right? Yeah. They only got like 3 videos of that newscast thing, but they're hysterical because they're just like boom boom. I love comedy that just like says fuck you. We're not gonna let you breathe. you have to keep up. The Israeli government has made an ad about the global Samud flotilla headed for Gaza, and it's surprisingly honest and informative. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, I know they got hit with a couple of couple of incendiary bombs or something like that. Tried to set the things on fire over there. So, but I think they're doing it right this time. They're doing like a shitload of boats instead of just one boat. Because if they're going to attack all 50 boats, then you're going to see some real shit out there. Miguel, look at you peeking in here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. It's funny as fuck. So this is some more AI fun for you. This is Almost Vinyl, and they do fake AI songs that are actually really good. So this one is called "I'm Always Right on Fucking Time," and some of you may relate to this song. So enjoy and listen.
Every morning I see your sorry ass when I walk in the door. You've always got some stupid remark and I can't take it anymore. I see you tapping on your watch as if that means anything. Then you say I'll get in trouble someday if I don't make a change. But I guess your intelligence is up for debate. Bitch, there's no such fucking thing as almost late. Cause I'm always right on time. Not 9:01 or 8:59. I get paid for 8 hours and all the rest I'm free. And you won't get another fucking second from me. So watch out. Don't doubt. You can shove your snide comments. Bitch, I know my shit. Oh yeah, my clock is atomic. My punctuality is divine. Cause I'm always right on fucking time. Every night when we're about to go home, your dumb ass comes to me. You've got some stupid excuse as if I owe you something free. Oh, there's always so much left to do after we're all off the clock. Well, the answer is to hire more folks, or do you have a mental block? So let me get this straight. If I'm here 2 minutes late, that's a fucking crime, but 2 hours extra is okay. I'm always right on time, not 5:01 or 4:59. I get paid for 8 hours and all the rest I'm free, and you won't steal another fucking second from me. So get out, don't pout. Shove this overtime bullshit. You're either bitching or you're begging. It's getting pathetic. My punctuality is divine. Cause I'm always right on fucking time. There's a million things in life that I want to do, and not a fucking one of them involves this place for you. I won't let you pressure me till I combust. I won't let this evil place grind me into dust. So I'm always right on time, not 9:01 or 8:59. I get paid for 8 hours and all the rest I'm free, and you won't get another fucking second from me. So watch out, don't pout. Hope you enjoyed this little talk. Either quit your useless bitching or I'm gonna fucking walk. My punctuality is divine. Cause I'm always right on fucking time. I'm always right on. I'm always right on. My punctuality is divine. I'm always right on fucking time.
Almost Vinyl. The middle three. That's the fake name. Right on fucking time. There's no such thing as almost late when you're right on fucking time. Oh, good stuff. Well, we got Solid JJ coming up here in just a second, but first make sure you get one last shot to vote in the poll that we got going on here. If I can do this right. Can I do this? Will this work? Okay. So the poll right now here is whose power, this is for our Solid JJ cartoon, by the way, whose powers are overpowered or OP in tonight's upcoming Solid JJ cartoon. So 40% of you, and we have 20 votes. Thank you for voting. Yeah, the clock's atomic. That's pretty funny. So Green Lantern right now leading with 40%, Ghost Rider and Plastic Man at 25%, and then Wolverine at 10%. You voted for Plastic Man for no. See, that's what's wrong with democracy, Miguel. You're just out there just voting willy-nilly, voting for just some random ass shit you don't even know about. Well, we're about to find the answer here in just a second. Is this one? You'll see that I'm stalling here because I pressed the wrong fucking button. Okay, let's try it. There we go. I'm back. So this one is the Fantastic Four are dealing with Galactus, but a friend shows up. And, well, chaos ensues. Oh, let's watch.
What's your deal, Galactus? This is like the third time this month. Can't you eat Saturn or something? Wisconsin looks delicious. What do we do, Don't worry, gang. If we stick together and fight with all our might, we might...
Is he with you? I thought you already had a fire guy.
Prepare to pay for your sin.
Fool! It'll take a lot more than a motorcycle to stop the mighty Galactus. Oh, my sin!
My sins.
All right, bye. Wait, hold on. What? Who are you? What was that?
Oh, right. Call me Ghost Rider. And that was my penance share. It makes you relive all the pain you've inflicted to others all at once, which he eats planets, so that was probably a lot.
Well, that's stupid. Like anything. So if I looked in your eye holes right now,
Get your feelings out, big and unruly. Don't try to school me.
Oh, no way!
Excuse me, I gotta get back to my show. I'll never get creepy.
Wait. You're just gonna show up, take out Galactus with a look, and leave?
That's the plan.
What else can you do?
Guys, come on. I'm really not all that interesting.
You're a skeleton.
Okay, and you're made of rocks, and he's on fire, and so it was that.
My name is Nova. Many years ago, my
No. This one's on him. Let's stay focused.
Look, a few years ago, I sold my soul to the devil. I thought he'd be chill, but turns out not so much. And with that contract, Satan, or Mephisto, depending on the writer, bound me with the spirit of vengeance.
Oh, Satan. Yeah, that explains the whole burning skeleton thing.
And the leather.
Well, see, this fire ain't just fire. It's hellfire. See this bike? Viewing it with hellfire makes it move so quick it can lap this whole city in just a couple of minutes. And it doesn't have to be a motorcycle either. It can be anything, like roller skates.
Have you done roller skates? That was the first thing that came to mind, so
Look, besides that, on this thing I'm as fast as a bullet, I'm strong enough to tear down skyscrapers. I'm pretty much invincible. I can regenerate my entire body just by there being fire. And of course, I've got my penance there, which the worse you are, the more it's gonna hurt. So that, it's pretty useful when fighting super villains.
Why? Well, why don't you show up more often?
I don't know, mixed messaging about the benefits of selling your soul to the devil.
Buddy, don't worry about the PR. We'd love to have you on the team.
Really? But you've already got a fire guy.
Like I said, we'd love to have you on the team. Hey! What about me? Jesus Christ. Are these cameos even in the budget?
I don't know what to say. I figured I'd always be an outcast on account of being an agent of Satan, but if you guys would have me, I'd love to.
Not so fast, demon!
Oh, here we go again. Look into my eyes.
No, you look here!
No, and what truly is the power of Jesus Christ.
What?
Our Father, who art in heaven.
This hurts you? Yes. Well, kind of. It's like mostly cheddar. You're comedic effect, but mostly accurate.
You know, this reminds me of my father.
Shut up! Stop talking!
Namaste!
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Yeah, he's kind of like the assistant manager down there, right? And like Satan's the general manager, and he's like the assistant, or is he the assistant to the manager? Is he like that? Is he like what's his name from The Office? Oh, Solid JJ, you never fail to entertain. That's for sure. Love some Solid JJ. Jeebus. You may be the siniest according to some cucks. Yeah, I got a few. I ain't gonna lie. I got a few sins. The sin of looking too good. Yeah. What? No, that's not a sin at all. He's the players coach. He's the players coach. Nice. That Mephisto. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, apparently, what's his name? Nicolas Cage played him in the movie. And he was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. too, but I never got that far. I stopped watching that towards the end. It was like, I don't know. Maybe I should have finished it up. I think I just missed the last season. But anyway, Ghost Rider. I'm more of a Jonah Hex kind of guy. If you know that reference to, I think he's, is he Marvel too? I think Jonah Hex is Marvel. He might be DC. Johnny Blaze. I knew a stoner named Johnny Blaze. Yeah, because he smoked a lot. So finally, normally we end with the Sollid JJ, but yeah, he was supposed to play Superman at some point, right? I think that was the one. What was his name? He directed Batman, the one with Michael Keaton. Who's that guy? Fuck, I could see his face. I can't think. Anyway, Ghost. Oh, kill your egregores. Hello, sir. Ghost Rider was one of my favorite characters growing up. Collected for years. Nice. Good to see you, Kill. Tim Burton, yeah. I think Tim Burton was supposed to direct that Superman with Nicolas Cage in it, too. But it never got off the ground. I see you never got off the ground because of Superman. He flies. Yeah, that's more like this. We're really going to need Magneto for the pole shift. He won't show up. Magneto. Superman Lives. Yeah, that's what it was going to be. You collected Ghost Rider, Rom. I remember Rom. I had a friend named Rom. First name was Rom. He was from Colorado. He's a doctor now. X-Men, Doctor Strange, predominantly. Jonah Hex was DC. He appeared on Legends of Tomorrow. That's right. Jonah Hex always creeped me out because he had this piece of skin that connected his upper lip and his lower lip, like right here, and it's just like I always thought like if he opened his mouth too wide, he was gonna, break it and it was gonna hurt. Yeah, no. Not a fan of that. Finally, tonight, we got one more for you. Speaking of superheroes, everybody needs a hero these days. I say be your own hero, which is totally fine. I think we should all be our own heroes. But there's one hero in particular that we need to keep us high, to keep us up, to keep us, mellow and chill. And that hero is Rasta Man. This is Saga Lore AI, who brought you the Star Trek in Miami in the 1980s. This is the story of Rasta Man. Let's watch.
Me see it with my own two eye, me nah lie. When everybody they run go on in the dead same place, cool, calm, humble, light and spliff. It make the class soul them feel joy again. Man like that rare.
Who you a call when you can't take no more? When the bills start high and your spirit get poor. Who you a call when you're feeling small? When the night get cold and you're bound to fall. No be no Superman, no be no Spider-Man, only one real man. And that Rasta man, ooh Rasta man, ooh Rasta man, with the power of the green in him and ooh Rasta man, ooh Rasta man, ooh Rasta man, with the power of the green in him and who you a call when your head feel tight, when the world's too loud and you can't sleep right. Him mix roots brew, him cool your flame. Speak one truth, you never feel shame. Rub him balm on the pain you hide. Talk so deep, make a sin no cry, no be no doctor.
Batman.
Who you a call when you lose your way? When you need some light for the end of day. Who you a call when you feel that stray? When your heart needs shelter from the rain. No be no soldier. No be no policeman. Only one real man. And that Rastaman. Ooh, Rastaman. Ooh, Rastaman.
Yeah.
With the power of the green in a man. With the whole of the Rastaman. Rastaman. Lift you
Gods of gibberish.
burn up the pain with holy fire. With a humble heart and a healing hand. You know, Rastaman, no. Rastaman. Ooh, Rastaman. Ooh, Rastaman.
No Babylon spray here.
Green in a man. With the power of Jah. In a man.
Rastaman. That's some good shit. That is some fire by. Of course, Rastaman plays sax. You gotta have a saxophone in there. Riker was playing saxophone last week, although he plays trombone. But they had him playing saxophone. You have the original 3 booklet set of D&D. Is that advanced D&D or is it regular D&D? Or was it advanced D&D? Was the second? I think the person goes, my island breeds sativa strain in the vape pen. Nice man. Your bomba clock. I used to hang out with some Jamaicans back in New York. They're good people. Good people. The West Indian Parade is wild. You have to wear Kevlar to those things because sometimes a parade will break out during the gunshots. So, Rastaman love Jesus, yeah. Show you right. Yeah. Rastaman coming to a theater near you. Check local listings. Well, that's it for the show, y'all. We had a man, 2.5 hours almost. Not too shabby. Did you guys have a good time? I appreciate y'all coming out, watching on YouTube and Rumble, and attempting to watch on Facebook. I guess I'm gonna have to check that out, see what's going on with that. So, yeah. So make sure you're checking out all my pals here. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you're supporting real independent media. These folks are doing, they're smaller channels, but they're giving you a whole lot of love in these channels too. So make sure you're supporting them, liking, sharing, and subscribing, that kind of stuff. Charlie, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Yes, it was pretty fun. I know time flies when you're having fun, mystery, Rastaman better than Superman. Hell yeah. He's stronger, man. He take you higher than the Superman can. That's for sure. Thank you, everybody. If you want to donate to this show, and thank you to Lainey and Willie donating tonight here on YouTube. I appreciate that as always, and I appreciate your friendship too, even more so. If you want to donate, we got a GoFundMe down below in the links there. You can join $1, $5, or whatever you want to do. We'll put your name up in lights at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show too. And because we appreciate you, not just for the cash, but because you're here, you're part of the community. We're trying to build a real community where, we try to be transparent, try to, give you the news that you need, give you the entertainment that you need to get away from some of this bad news that's going on. Because, it's not to ignore it, but just to take a break from it, So a lot of you have big hearts and are worried about people around the world, as am I. And, sometimes you just need a little breather from that. So I believe Willie's show is coming up on Monday. I think he's doing his show on Monday. Like I said, Marcus did Political Matrix today. North Alabama DSA tomorrow evening. Not quite sure. Ronan, if you're still here, if you want to put the time in the chat, please do. And then this show will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Like I said, you'll probably see me on Tuesday for Morning Extra at 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific time. Yes, I say specific because I'm an asshole. 8 p.m. Central for North Alabama DSA, cornbread and roses. Good stuff there. Make sure you like and share and subscribe to this guy, and make sure you like and share and subscribe to Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show. He's on YouTube and he's on Rumble. Who else is up in here that needs some shout out love for their channel? I know Game.Film was in here. Around the World with D and Friends, she was in here too. Of course, Willie Bragg. He's probably at work, but make sure you're subscribing to him too. There's a lot of good people in this space. The big guys they have enough. They have enough subscribers. Hook up the little guys in this space. They could use the love too. Speaking of love, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I hope nothing but the best for you. Don't let hate destroy you, because that's all it will do. If you hate something or you hate someone, all you're doing is providing an emotional attachment to that person or thing, that and it's all negative energy, and all it's going to do is hurt you. Just be aware, be skeptical, use your critical thinking skills, and don't have heroes. Be your own hero, okay? Because you're my hero. But I try to be a hero too, but sometimes, more often than not, I fail. But I'm rambling, but I do love everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Peace.
There can be only one. Yeah!